Hey guys, day 4, April 3rd. Hopefully you are doing well. I am going to read the News ELA article about the magnetic phone pouch. You should have done your journal for today. The second part is going to be this reading, and then you're going to take the quiz. Okay, so we're going to go into our classwork. We're just going to scroll down to the News ELA articles, and we are going to click on magnetic phone pouch. Um, and oops, there we go. All right. So this is something that we have talked about before in other classes, and I thought of possibly putting your phone into a pouch in the beginning of the day and then not getting it to the end of the day. Do you think that's a good idea? Um, I know that some schools are already starting to do it, so we're going to read about that today, and then you'll answer a short quiz with it. All right. Some schools trying out magnetic pouches for locking cell phones. Teachers have to say the same thing over and over these days. They have to always tell students to put their phones away. Most teenagers today have never been far from smartphones. More than 9 out of 10 teens these days own or use a smartphone. More than 4 out of 10 are almost always online. That means teachers have to teach students who are distracted. More than 1,000 schools around the United States will be using Yonder this year. Yonder is a magnetic pouch. It allows students to lock away their phones during school. They get to keep the pouches with them. So the pouches will be on their person. Like you'll be able to keep that pouch, but then the phone is locked in that pouch all day long. Phones get locked away for the day. Scroll down. Students lock their phones in the pouches every morning. They unlock the pouch after school ends. More schools have recently started to use the pouches. Allison um, Silvestri is a former high school principal. She was the principal at Lorenzo High School in California. The school started using Yonder 3 years ago. Then students started paying more attention in class. She said students were also talking to each other more. Stopping distractions. Edward Hahn is a 16-year-old. He tested Yonder at his high school in California. Hahn said students stopped being so distracted. There have also been some problems. Some people were able to break into the pouch. They showed others how to do it too. Audrey Morgenstern is 16 years old. She's a junior at San Mateo High School in California. She is a fan of Yonder. She said it's like training wheels for people who want to get away from their phones. Leadership High School is also in California. They started using Yonder this year. Students can unlock their pouches during lunch, so that's kind of a cool idea, where it will be locked during the school day except for lunchtime when you can get on your phones again. Principal Beth Silbergid likes Yonder. It's because students are responsible for their pouches rather than the teachers. Angela Coppola is a high school history teacher and she teaches at Berkeley High School. She would support using the pouches too. She wants students to be free of their phones for the day. What do you guys think? You guys think that that would be a good idea? That it might give you less distraction? I know in middle school we don't use phones as much. High school, I know their phones are always out, especially like in the hallways and things like that. And you guys aren't even allowed to have those out in the hallways. So it's kind of an interesting topic today for your News ELA. All right, so we're gonna go and we're gonna exit out of here. We're gonna go into our quiz. I'm gonna click on that. Actually, I'm gonna do it a different way. You're gonna click View Assignment. Actually, this is my page, so um, but once you click View Assignment on the right hand side, you'll see that it says it has a link to click to submit it. Okay, so we're gonna go into the quiz. I'm going to read the questions and the answers for you. Make sure you do, it might be beneficial if you do that side to side screen, okay? Listen to this video that you're watching right now, as well as going in and answering those questions on your own, okay? So, number 1, read the selection from the section Stopping Distractions. Principal Beth likes Yonder. This is because students are responsible for their pouches rather than the teachers. What does the phrase responsible for mean? Does it mean A, in charge of, B, to blame for, C, upset about, or D, glancing at? Remember, if I'm going too quick, you can always pause this video, okay? Number 2, read the paragraph from the introduction, paragraphs 1 through 4. More than 9 out of 10 teens these days own or use a smartphone. More than 4 out of 10 are almost always online. That means teachers have to teach students who are distracted. What is the definition of distracted based on the context clue? So what does distracted mean? A, getting bad grades. B, not paying attention. C, disliking the class. Or D, being very nice. Number 3. What is Audrey Morgenstern's point of view about Yonder? Remember, you can go back into the article and check this, okay? Is it A, it is a silly idea that will not last long at schools. B, it is frustrating not to be able to look at your phone. C, it helps students learn new things in class. Or D, it helps teens learn to live without their phones. Look back and figure out what Audrey felt, like how she felt about the Yonder. All right, and number 4, in the paragraph from the section Stopping Distractions, there have also been some problems. Some people were able to break into the pouch. They showed others how to do it too. Based on the paragraph, what is the author's point of view about Yonder's pouches? So how does the author's point of view come out in this paragraph here? A, it is the best solution to teen phone problem. B, it does not always work the way it's supposed to. C, it is not a good idea for schools to use them. Or D, it is very difficult to break into the pouches. What specifically this part of this section, what is their feeling? What is their point of view? Okay. So once you're done all those questions, push submit, send them to me. Okay, today is Friday, so I hope you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you get outside. It is supposed to be beautiful this weekend. Get some fresh air. And I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend.